What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here, and today we are going to finally be taking the drill grounds to level 34. I had been saving the Azurite, and we're going to go ahead and complete 34. That way I can raise my march size that much bigger. Because, you know, the bigger the march size, the more damage that you can do. Now, after I get this drill grounds going, I will be then saving up for the hospital levels, then the wall, and then 35. I'm going to go ahead and take that path because right now I'm able just to speed through some of the troop training for the 11s until I can get as many as possible. So that's what we're going to get into today. Also, there was an update released today, which also pertains to the drill ground. So I'll go over that with you guys as well. There were a few other minor little things that came with it. But the drill grounds and sending a march, attacks and so forth seems to be the biggest part of that update. And also it affects what I'm talking about now today with the drill grounds. So let's see what we got. Right now we'll upgrade that, and let's see, I'm trying to think before I do this 6 days. Let me just go through. Pretty sure, yeah, the equipment I have is correct. Let me see my artifacts here real quick, because I know I have one in here somewhere that's going to help. Okay, so that's reduced wood cost. Oh, there was another one for building speed, not golems. That's max. Yeah, okay, let me just check and see how big of a difference that's gonna make, because 30, it's fairly inexpensive actually. Screw it. Okay, and as far as my times is concerned, I do have everything building speed wise on that I can possibly do. So let's go ahead and get this thing done. Boom. I've been waiting to do that. Now I'm gonna have this maxed. I will not speed through this one. I will let that counter go down quite a bit. I will get it taken care of before we get... Yeah, that's only 2 days, 3 days. Okay, so I'll take it in half, because I do want the bigger march with my march expansion for the PBR match. And then, of course, after that with CHS Chaos, which is going to be another tough Elite Warforce 2 coming up here in the next 5 days. So the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys and show to you guys, I'm sure you've gotten the update by now. But if we go to Marching Army, they have now added 3 additional. So before you could set 5 armies, now you can set 8. And one of the cool things as well is that you can go in and you can actually name them. Like, this is my Angel attack. So a T11 attack, you can go in and name them. So that's pretty cool. Some basic stuff. I mean, it's not something that is a game changer by any means. But there was one thing on this that I found that was... I don't like it at all. And let me go in and show you here. If we go out to the map, let's see, we'll just go ahead and jump over to OG's Kid 26, recently acquired. Thank you, and a big shout out to Biscuit for that. I do appreciate it. What I want to show you though is, let me see, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it on this one. So if we go to hit attack, okay, they've changed a couple things up with this. Of course, you got all your presets at the top, but if you look at your bottom left, click on that, level first. Okay, that gives you all of your highest level. Okay, Then the second would be speed first, so it's going to give you and send all the troops that are the fastest. Then load, that's going to be good for hitting farms. And total amount of power first. Okay, so they've added that in. I wish they would have added one in that you could send a certain artifacts with something, or your beast or whatever. I wish they would have incorporated maybe something like that with that. That would have been pretty tight, but they did not. So that's new there. But what I really don't like is when, let's say we're gonna attack. Okay. Now you're looking at it, you can see it's in the normal formation. You've got your infantry, cavs, archer, and mages. It's how it's always been. But let's say we go to, let me see, level 5, and well, it's not showing it now, which is weird. Earlier when I tried this, and maybe they've fixed this for some reason, but I would go to my march and say, for instance, if I sent, well, what my experience was is I set 4 marches out on attacking monsters, and the 5th one I chose, but that particular march, in order for me to send it full, I have to adjust the troops just a touch. And what it was doing was flip-flopping the order. So instead of it being infantry, cavs, archer, and mages, it was mages, archer, cavs, and infantry. And what it was doing is when I would, you're trying to do this in a hurry most of the time, so you're sliding them over, and it was throwing my infantry off. I wish I could show that to you. I don't know if it's certain things or not, but that greatly affected something in just basically time for me to do so. But that's it in a nutshell as far as what you're able to do as far as the new update is concerned. The other part of the new update, of course, was going in, and now you can see how many people are actually online, which shows 6. Now, before, the way I was able to do so is if you go in to your comments, hit the @ symbol, then it would show you all the people that were online as well, which was kind of cool as far as messaging. You would do that, to message somebody pretty quick, because you could choose them, but you could also kind of get a good count of who was online without going into the alliance, going into members and looking that way. So they did add that, which mixed emotions on that. I mean, does it help? When you're sending out attacks for the monsters, yeah, sure. You can see how many people are on, and you can give it a go. Or right before Elite War, if there's not a lot of people on and you know damn well they better be on, yeah, you can send a message out online app or something. So I mean, there's multiple ways to use that, but I found it to be, the biggest thing I got out of it was being able to set 3 different marches and naming them. I've always remembered my marches, but being able to have 3 more and also being able to put a name on them, it's helpful. It is helpful for sure. There was some other updates for the Alliance leader only, which I won't get into with you guys, because there's not that many. There's 1 leader out of 1 alliance. Say you got 20 alliances in a realm, you're talking, a couple thousand people. That's it, at the most. So I'm not going to really get into that. If I was the leader, of course I would, because then I could show you firsthand other than pictures. But if I go in, and we'll go back, look at the castle. So right now, we're going to let the drill grounds count down. We've talked about the march. Let me just speed this up real quick. Yeah, I know I could press the 1 tap, but sometimes that screwed me. If you go into, right now, I am so close to getting this up to 32. I do have a pretty usable chart that I can use that's going to show me. So based upon the chart, based upon the Azerite required, I'm going to have the hospital leveled up, depending if I use speeds or not, within the next month. So I'll have that taken care of, and then it's off to the wall. The wall, as you know, is going to take a bigger chunk out of that, 11,200. And then of course the castle, that is a big chunk. You are looking at 41.7k. So I am anticipating to be at 35 in about 6 months. So it's going to be a long time, but when I do get to that point, you know what comes next. That would be Angels, which also requires a shit ton of Azurite. Azurite kills me daily. No matter how much you keep it buffed, it just sucks the wind right out of you, because you know you can't do squat without it. But that's it in a nutshell of what I'm doing, the latest update. And once we get drill grounds going, like I said, my focus is the hospital and my path to 35. And of course I'll keep speed training the T11s. And yeah, that's my path. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm sticking to. I finally put a path in place. I know for a while I was iffy on that, but now I've got it in my head exactly what I need to do. But as always, if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I will see you in the next one.